All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? This is Twin Flames Unite, and we are at it again. And if you don't know by now, I'm Chris.
And I'm Leisha.
What up? What's going on, everybody? You know, we are here to bring you practical solutions that you can apply easily, naturally, and automatically
In your everyday life, so you can tap into your unlimited potential
and rise to the highest version of yourself. All right. So this evening we are opening it up for Q&A. The topics are pretty wide open right now because we got a lot going on, from ascensions and transformations and all type of shenanigans that are going on in the 3D, aka the Matrix.
Distractions.
A lot of distractions, and aside from all of the distractions, there also is a lot of growth that is happening.
Yes.
Just speaking about some of the conscious teachers that we know of that are hosting a number of different series to really help people step into their power, including ourselves.
Right.
So definitely you want to make sure that you don't miss out on the webinar that we're doing, talking about how magical as fuck you are, so that you can really tap into that potential, because it's really, to be honest, y'all, it's really simple.
It's so simple.
The hardest part is getting the conscious mind to shut the hell up sometimes so that we can make our magic work. All right.
What's up, honeydew? Welcome, sweetie. Welcome, welcome.
Honeydew in the building.
Always good to
on?
have you aboard. And so, guys, I want to share, before we get into the card readings, I want to share something that I discovered along my magical journey.
Okay, let's go.
And it kind of hit me like a brick, like really did hit me. And I'm just gonna share what I realized. You know, realize, recognize, realize, right? So real eyes. So I want to share with y'all what I realized with my real eyes. Sierra is transforming. Welcome, my beautiful soul sister. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much for being in the building.
So, guys, when you realize, you know, everybody keeps saying, create your own reality. You know, don't forget about the law of attraction and all this stuff, right? And Julian, oh, we haven't seen you in a while, sweetheart. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes.
But you know how everybody keeps saying, create your own reality. You know, it's your life. You get to choose how you want to live. And they never really give you the how behind that, right? That's the thing.
There's some steps there.
There are a few steps, right? And they're not really telling you the why behind it. And I realized the why behind this whole thing of creating your reality.
Or the how.
Or the how. The how. The how is, that's right. Not so much the why, but the how. How do you do this? Like, how do I create my own reality? How do I attract things to me, right? They always talk about law of attraction and write down all these affirmations. But it's something is missing in that recipe of just writing down those affirmations. And so it came to me. I don't know if you guys know about Joe Dispenza. Let me see one in the chat if you guys know about Joe Dispenza.
If you know about Joe Dispenza, ooh, boy.
If you know about him, good.
If you know about the good Joe,
right.
Good Joe Dispenza.
Right. So if you guys know about Joe Dispenza, go ahead and put it one in the chat. If you don't, after this video, definitely go look him up. He talks a lot about the mind-heart connection. And, you know, I heard about this a few years ago, mind-heart connection. I'm like, yeah, mind-heart connection, that's cool. Let me connect my mind and my heart. And then it's only today that I really, yesterday.
Yeah.
And I came in here, I stormed in the room, my baby was doing something. And I'm like, baby, I figured it out. He's like, what, sweetheart?
What you figured out?
What you figured out? And I'm like, I figured out what it means to have a mind-heart alignment. I figured out what it means. And so in my download, this is how I saw it, because, you know, it came to me visually what it actually looks like and what that means. What's up, Blue Diamond Dust, my beautiful queen goddess?
Yes.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you made it, because I'm getting ready to explain to y'all what I discovered. Then we're going to get into some card reading. So if you guys want a card reading, you guys know the drill. For those of you who don't know the drill, it's really easy. You just send a donation, $10 or more, to the Cashapp, and we'll go ahead and we'll do your reading. So boom. But before the reading, y'all gotta hear my little download, my big download with the mind-heart connection and how that affects us creating our own reality. So when we think of our heart, right? Our heart has a beat, thump 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 thump, and with that beat, it literally produces a vibration and a frequency. Go figure, right?
Go figure.
Go figure. That thump 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 thump, as small as we think that is, it actually makes a difference. Okay, now stay with me. So our heart has a rhythm, it has a beat, right? Our thoughts, that's the next thing, the mind, the thoughts, right? It has a particular frequency. So it interacts differently, right? Now, when you're talking about aligning the heart and the mind, what you have to think about is this one simple thing. Whenever you're feeling a particular emotion, your heart beats different. And so, because your heart beats different, your Wi-Fi, we're gonna call it Wi-Fi, your signal that you're broadcasting, it's different. When you're feeling sad, your heart beats different. And so that frequency that you're emitting, that you're sending out, how you're communicating with your universe to build your world around you, that's a different signal that you're sending out. So each emotion that you feel in your heart is gonna have a different type of resonance, a different type of beat. And that's the beat that you're sending out. With your mind, it's the same thing. Those thoughts, right? They create feelings and you act on those feelings. So even those thoughts carry a different frequency and they emit into the quantum world. The real world actually. So let's say you're trying to do a manifestation and you're writing out all your affirmations. I am powerful, I'm rich, I'm a millionaire, right? That's one frequency that you're sending out, not to mention what's in the subconscious that can override that, right? So that's one frequency that you're emitting, and then your heart is emitting a different frequency. If you have a lot of grief, if you have a lot of fear in the heart space, that is emitting whether or not we realize it. So it came to me that, wow, every second of the day, I'm literally sending out messages of whatever emotion that I'm feeling. And my thoughts, I'm sending out messages from whatever I'm thinking, whether it's positive or negative, however you want to look at it. It doesn't need our permission to emit those frequencies because this is how we're communicating, with the universe to create our reality. So when that shit hit me like a brick, I'm like, hold on. Self-accountability. So this is where self-accountability comes into play. So we have to be literally aware of, our thoughts. We have to be aware of our energy that is in motion because the energy that is in motion, which is our emotions, definitely affects the way that our heart beats. And our heartbeat is literally talking to the quantum world. And it is going to create from that signal that you're sending out. Isn't this some shit, guys? When you realize this stuff, and so when you talk about creating your reality, it is a different level of responsibility and accountability that we have to really think about. So if you're wanting to create a reality filled with love, filled with compassion, filled with kindness, you have to check your heart space to see what frequency it's sending out. Because if it's sending out frequency of distrust, apathy, all those other frequencies, you're not going to build the world that you're looking for. No matter how much affirmations you say. So I'm a picture person, right? So I like to do pictures. And don't laugh at my picture. I'll be showing y'all my drawing.
This is actually pretty dope.
That one is better. I actually put effort.
Your drawing skills have really improved.
Well, I made it. I wanted it too. So, I put some. See, that's what it looks like, guys. So you see, this is a person right there. And then you see the little things around them. Those are like the Wi-Fi signals. So when your heart beat, it's literally emitting that. It's sending that out to the quantum world. So whatever you're sending out, that's what you're going to get back, because this is what it means when they say you're only going to get what you are, not necessarily what you want.
Mm-hmm.
But if what you want is in alignment with what is in your heart, right, and in your mind, your thoughts, then it makes it easier for you to receive that, because the universe will move whatever mountain is in the way to give you or to bring you that which you are.
Facts.
So we have to make sure that what we want and what we're requesting, this is where we at. We are vibrational match to it, and it makes it that much easier for us to attract that.
Mm-hmm.
So when I realized what it means to have a heart and mind connection, and have it to be aligned, because that's what the connection means. It means it's in alignment.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, whoa, buddy.
Yeah.
You know? And so when you realize that, you're more conscious of your thoughts, you're more conscious of, what you're holding in your heart space. And you realize that it makes it that much easier to be a magical motherfucker. Point blank. Point blank.
Point blank.
And so that's pretty much what we're teaching in the class, is how you can be a magical motherfucker. Because you already are magical, right? It's just that we have these tools that we provide, right? That we have learned along our journey.
Yeah.
And it's quite a bit, and some of the stuff that YouTube, they just be messing with us on this channel. So we decided we'll just take it to our website, and we'll do webinars on our website, because they keep shutting our stuff down.
Yeah. Yeah. And so with that being said, before we get into the reading, and Cassandra, we got you. You're going to be the first one for the reading. Just a quick announcement, which is that right now we are making our conversion over to our website, because we don't know if any of these social platforms are still going to be around too much longer. So it's better to plan for the worst but hope for the best.
Right.
Because we hope that we can stay on all of these different platforms and be able to say what we want to say, because at a certain point, we're just going to just let it rip and let things, let the chips fall where they may. And if our channels happen to get shut down, then so be it. But we got our website to go to. So with that being said, our Royal Twin Flame meetings, we're actually trying to move back from doing our meetings strictly on Zoom, and we're switching it over to doing our Royal Twin Flame meetings and our webinars strictly from the website, which means that once you register for the event, whether you register for a Royal Twin Flame event or if you register for the Magical as Fuck webinars, you will get a link via your email that it is crucial that you save that email, because when it's time for the live event, only thing you have to do is go to their email, scroll down to the bottom, and click on live video. And once you click on live video, you put your name in, and boom, you're in there with us.
That's it.
All right.
Real easy.
Awesome. So yeah, so we're gonna get into it, and once again, this is also Q&A. So while we're doing the readings, if you have any questions or any topics that you want us to go into, definitely drop them in the chat. And also just remember, for those who have been rocking with us for quite some time, you know that we've gone past just the twin flame stuff, and we've actually gone into a lot of esoteric as far as the occult things. So
yes,
definitely drop your questions and we'll go into them.
Yes, because we don't want you guys to get stuck on the twin flame journey, right? Because once you've lit your flame, okay, it is, because when you think about flame, let's break this down, this twin flame journey.
Go ahead now.
The flame is the light, guys. Okay? The flame is the light. So when you have lit your flame, you now have, you start your journey of enlightenment, right? And so what that means, light is a representation of knowledge. Okay? So if you just stuck on, I'm a twin flame, you really, all you're doing is you just have the knowledge. That knowledge has to be you take that knowledge and you allow it to transform you, right? And this is wisdom.
Right.
And once you have attained that wisdom, now you have understanding.
Right.
Right? So you can't just stick with, it's like realizing that you're a twin flame and you just kind of stuck on that part. It's kind of like having a whole bunch of books in your hands and you just holding these books. I got books, got all these books.
Yeah.
And then, you know, oh, I gotta get 5 more books. I gotta get 5 more books, but you haven't read the ones that you have held up in your hands, telling everybody that you got.
Right.
So the knowledge is of no use if you're not putting it to use.
Say that one more time.
This is a twin flame journey, right? You ignite your light. That's the flame. The flame is the light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is the knowledge. Don't just stay there, guys. You gotta attain wisdom. Mm-hmm. The wisdom you get on the journey. You know, you get to learn about yourself. You get to learn about your talents or your gifts or whatever. You get to learn about your traumas. You get to heal and transmute those traumas and things of that nature.
You get to experience your power.
You get to experience your power. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot on this journey, not just the whole twin flame part of it. That's a part of it, but it's like the beginning of a real awakening, spiritual awakening.
Yes. Okay. And so don't be discouraged if you don't get things perfect the first time.
Right.
Because that's the fun in this actually, is that you get to experiment. We are scientists. Okay, we are scientists. We are testing out theories to see, if I do my ritual at 9 o'clock on a Thursday when it's a clear sky, will it make my magic work better? You know, you get to test this stuff out and you get to perfect it and refine it. And once you get to a certain point, boom, you just manifest it automatically.
Yes. And you get to empower yourself. And again, when we have that heart and that mind connection going, and we are responsible for the energies that we emitting into the quantum field, okay, then you naturally start attracting that which you are. Okay? Mm-hmm. That which you are. So that's key to remember.
Yep. All right.
Let's get into the card readings. Again, if you guys have any questions, we're doing Q&A. Drop your questions or concerns in the chat, and we'll dive into those questions for you.
Yep. All right. So first up, we have Cassandra, and then we have Sierra.
All right. So we have Cassandra. We usually do 3 different packs, guys. So we do the love pack. We have the ancestor pack, some deeper information, and then we have the Gaia pack, kind of like earthly. Give us some guidance. Oops.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. Look what I did. That's my butterfingers. I'm sorry, guys. Please forgive me.
Had it just perfect. Stop.
That's me, guys. I'm sorry. I know y'all gonna forgive me. All right, here we go. So this is for, you said Cassandra?
Yeah, Cassandra.
All right, Cassandra. All right, so we just gonna get some cards today, especially for you on your journey, to see what type of messages your guides, your ancestors, your higher self got for you on today. That's best suited for your path. Mm-hmm. All right now.
There you go.
Ooh, beautiful. Fire. Oh, this is a 9 of fire. We got some fire coming in. So we got 9 of fire from Mother Gaia. And then let's see what we got for the heart, the matters of the heart. And then we're going to go to, okay, matters of the heart. Wow, you got 3. Okay. Ooh. Cupid arrow struck. So Cupid arrow struck. That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's see what the ancestors are talking about. A higher guidance. I love these crystal decks. So we have Bloodstone, number 11. Beautiful. All right, so let's look at these love cards. So it says here, only time will tell. So whatever question you got, it says here, only time will tell. And then it's a lot of romance stuff going on here, right? Mm-hmm. Cupid arrow strikes and then a sexual union. It says, honor the place in one another where you are eternal, where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Oof. Cupid arrow strikes, and only time will tell. So
So
ain't no telling.
there you go, Cassandra.
That is beautiful.
Only time will tell.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Some sexual union. Okay. And romance.
That's a lot of fire. You got that's some spicy stuff.
So Cassandra, you got some stuff coming, girl.
You got some spice going on. The next one is the bloodstone. This is from the ancestors, right? The bloodstone has always had a powerful connection with maintaining vitality, regulating menstruation, and so on and so forth, as well as purifying the kidneys. So that's the spiritual and physical aspects of the bloodstone. It says you're a magical being, like we said earlier. Okay, we're magical. All right. It says here, it says your family and your environment, let go of the past, look closely at your ancestral line, recognize toxic patterns subconsciously running your life. And that's exactly what we're doing in the Magical as Fuck class. Is really getting into to the subconscious, right?
Yes, because that's the major key.
That is the major key to being magical. Break away and be strong. You may be unnecessarily aggressive or defensive. Acknowledge mistakes and let inner disharmonies be transmuted. So transmute, things that are no longer serving you. It said it's a good idea. Like right now is a good time to do some detox and transmutation. Perseverance is needed. It says locked doors are open, obstacles are swept away, and romance blossoms. Wow, this is a lot of romance stuff, right?
Hey, Cassandra, what you got going on in that
love life?
Of
romance. Recognize your enemies and keep them close. Do not be deceived if farewell is called for. So it says here, nourish your blood and revitalize your whole body. So this is the energy. This is October. This energy that's coming in right now is really here to help us.
Yes.
It's here to help us to clear out the subconscious. It is here to help us to let go. It is here to help us to really get to that next level. That's a beautiful reading.
Yep. Oh, she got one more.
Oh, and the final one, Gaia, right? This is a fire. It's a lot of fire, a lot of passion, energy. So this one is the 9 of fire. It says move through life with confidence, a time of fruition and attainment. Knowledge and experience brings you ease. It also says here, do not seek praise or affirmation. Give your best every time. Once you have finished, move on. Simplify your life. Remove obstructions and restrictions. So again, with the obstacles, just utilizing this energies that's in here to help us to move things that we feel like are blocking us from really getting to that next level. This is beautiful. Love it, love it, love it.
Awesome. And so next is Sierra.
Sierra is transforming.
She is transforming, y'all. All
Sierra
right.
is wow. We have another 11. Y'all, some twin flames up in here
Heaven
tonight,
on earth.
right? We got some twin flames. You're creating heaven on earth, Sierra. Literally. All right, let's take a look at the heart, matters of the heart. And again, guys, in the meantime, while we're doing the readings, if you have any questions or anything like that that you want us to answer about the journey, twin flame journey, spiritual journey, just go ahead and drop it in the chat. We'll go ahead and take a look at the comments in a second. So we are looking for advice, messages for Sierra from her higher self or her ancestors, her guides, to best suit her on her journey. Woo, here we go. Secret admirer. What is going on?
All right.
Sierra, you got a secret admirer. Ooh.
They just popped out.
They popping. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. Is that selenite?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Yes, it is.
I love it, I love it, I love it.
Which one you going with first?
So we going with the secret admirer. Who is admiring you from afar, Sierra?
So Sierra, you got a secret admirer. Secret admirer is someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on.
I wonder who that could be. And this one I love. This is divine light, girl. The selenite is the one that we use to clean all of our crystals and even our aura. So this is beautiful. All right. So it says it invokes mental clarity and divine inspiration. Get you some selenite if you don't have some. Spirituality is vital for you, Sierra. You are a translucent soul who moves fluidly through time. That is beautiful. Use your insight wisely. It said avoid confusing past with the present, right? Try to stay in the present moment as much as possible. You see into people's hearts to what motivates them. So you're a seer. Do not be manipulated or too eager to please. Stand by what you know. You have the gift of clarity and mental flexibility with the power to make excellent decisions. All right.
Yeah, you do.
It said a situation is unpredictable no matter how solid it appears. Be prepared for challenges and changes. Banish confusion, clarity is needed. Allow divine light to inspire your future. Let go of something dear to you. Pardon does not mean loss of love. Reconciliation is possible. Make the first move. It also says here, being in the flow strengthens your well-being.
Yes.
Get in the flow.
Get in that flow.
Get in that flow, baby girl, because you're talented, Sierra. You're very talented, and you're very sensitive.
And last but not least,
this one is creating heaven on earth. Know that separation is an illusion. Time to center and align. It says spiritual being. You're a spiritual being in a body, not the other way around. Always remember that. And spirit dwells in nature. Experience life, and you learn from your experiences, right?
Yes.
So all of the life experiences, they're lessons, and they help us to learn. Try not to think that you are your experiences. They're your tools.
Yeah.
So that helps us a lot in life, because sometimes we can feel like, oh, I've been through this and I've been through that, and this person did this to me and that person did that to me. And we have all that collection, and we identify with that experience, and then we say, this is who I am. Nope. That is your experience. Okay? And they're tools. All right. It also says here, the ordinary is magical and the magical is ordinary. See, come to the magic class, man.
Yes.
Come to the magic class.
Yes, yes, yes.
That is beautiful.
And just to recap on this before we go into Blue Diamond's dust reading, which is that our magical as fuck class, right? For the first week, we pretty much went through and gave the basic definition of what magic really is, which is actually the marriage of science and spirituality. Okay. And then in the second week, we dove into the subconscious mind and really explaining how the subconscious mind really needs to be cleared of any type of dogmas, superstition, negative self-talk, things of that nature. And in addition to that, not only just saying that these things need to be cleared out of your subconscious, we provided books and step-by-step instructions on how you can clear out this subconscious so that when you work your magic, you don't have any blockages. Okay? And so this coming Wednesday, we're going to be covering the imagination and the power of the imagination. So definitely head over to the website if you haven't already and become a part of the family. You can either register via becoming a Royal Twin Flame, which gives you access to all of the other additional webinars at no additional cost, or you can pay it per class. I mean, it's up to you. So
right, but it makes more sense if you want to see all of the webinars. It will be more cost effective just to become a Royal Twin Flame, because then that gives you access to all of the classes.
Right. Yeah, Sierra, you got some type of secret admirer, girl.
She said, not now.
Not now.
She said she's tired.
Hey, you know what? This is what we had mentioned the other day. Yeah. Which is that, you know, sometimes when it comes to relationships, it's not so much that that you find Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. It's actually finding Mr. Right and Mrs. Right at the right time in your life.
There you go.
Because sometimes you know you are not ready. She wasn't ready.
Right.
You know you're not ready to handle that type of relationship. Right. So, hey, Sierra, keep transforming and just leave that part open, but be real with yourself and know, just like you're being real with yourself right now. You know that it's it's not that time. But when it's that time, make sure you're open and available for it.
And she'll know. You'll know when it's time, just like how you know it's not time.
Right.
All right. Who we got next?
Blue Diamond Dust.
All right. My goddess, Blue Diamond Dust. So let's see what your higher self, what messages are coming in from your higher self, maybe your ancestors, guides, that is useful for you on your journey on today. Okay, we have the 8 of Fire.
All right.
Y'all fiery today. What's going on with all of this fire energy?
Hey, it's transmutation.
Transmutation, October, right? Lots of nice fiery energy. Fire is good. It makes your food taste good, right?
Yes.
You get to burn the trash and get, take that trash out.
Oh, yeah. And I definitely want to put a pin in this because we were actually talking earlier today about how magical we truly are and how we actually practice magic on a day-to-day basis. And it's a real simple, mundane way that we wanted to explain it. And it's around cooking. So we'll put a pin in it and we're going to come back to
We're going to come back to that. Yeah, y'all remind us if we forget, because that's another realization that we had today as far as magic. And we're going to take the woo-woo out of it, right? Because it's a lot of people put the woo-woo in it. But we're going to take that right out. All right, here we go.
And
this
Candace
is beautiful.
And Blue Diamond Dust, you are so welcome.
This is a Brandenburg Amethyst. Wow.
Oh boy, you got hypnotized by that one.
I know. It kind of like, wow.
Just got stuck there for a second.
Kind of got stuck on it for a little bit. Blue Diamond Dust. This is for the heart, right? Matters of the heart. It says here, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. I mean, y'all getting the same messages. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. Wow, that is beautiful.
There you go.
Now, let's see what the ancestors is chatting about today. This one is, it says the perfect blueprint. What do you know? A master healer. Wow. The Brandenburg Amethyst holds a perfect blueprint of your soul and all that is. It heals physical, mental, and emotional, spiritual, karmic, planetary, and ancestral auric layers and imprints the most perfect, energetic pattern possible. Girl, go get you one of these. Brandenburg Amethyst, go get you one, Blue Diamond Dust. It says you are a being of pure consciousness and are wonderful just the way you are. And this is a fact. I can contest to this. This girl is beautiful.
Yes.
It says embrace the clarity of your core being. Let go of mental constructs, karmic imprints, soul imperatives, and relationships that no longer serve. Heal the past. Reframe previous choices that you have made in your life. And take a new pathway to step into your soul purpose and expand higher dimensions of your soul. Wow. It says you are perfect exactly as you are in this present moment. Girl, look at your ancestors coming through. Step onto your soul path and seed your future with potential. Self-discipline and clear focus brings your dreams to fruition. Aim for the highest.
Yes.
It keeps telling her that, listen again, you are perfect exactly the way that you are.
So yeah, there
Girl,
you go.
Go get you that crystal.
That's what you need to get. If you want to take a screenshot of that while I got it in focus,
get you that crystal, man.
Go ahead and get it.
That is beautiful.
Yes.
You are perfect just the way you are. Wow, transformation again. I like how they be lining up. It says here, transformation through action, change on a physical level, time to act. Give something a new purpose, transmute negative energy, a renewed sense of purpose. It says here the 8 of Fire symbolizes transformation through action. So whatever change that you're doing, it's going to require like physical action, right? And it says it is time to start a new job or quit one. It is time to move house because the one that you're living in restricts or hampers you, but not necessarily moving from the job, or not necessarily moving from the house, but what it's saying, it is time to do something different. Right? This is what this energy is. It's a fire energy, and fire is transmutation.
Yes.
Again, October is a perfect time. The energies that are here is perfect to help us with anything that we're trying to transmute, or if we're trying to change. If you're looking to get a new job, this will be the good time to go ahead and move and get the job, with the right intention.
Or start your own business.
Get a new career or whatever have you.
Because I'm pretty sure you don't want no restrictions on you.
Right. You don't want anybody restricting you, telling you what to do. But you are supported. In other words, you are very much supported.
Yes. All right.
That's beautiful. It says you're perfect just the way you are. I kept saying that.
Says I got angels numbers like that. Okay.
Wow.
That's what's up. What's up? And Anna, thank you so much for tuning in. We thank you so much for being here.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. All right. And so before we go into our next card reading, I definitely wanted to point out this perspective for you, right? So, thinking about magic, okay? Whenever you wanted to work a ritual, like a new moon ritual, anything of that nature, you get your tools that you're going to use, your incense, your candles, your crystals, your affirmations. You sit through and you do your meditations. You get all this stuff together, then boom, you go through and you do the ritual.
Right.
And if you did the ritual successfully, then you see results. Okay? And that's just clear cut, right?
Clear cut. Our ancestors got results every day. Shoot, they got results so much it got their asses in trouble.
Right. But here's the thing, because we need to get to the point to where we understand that we are living a magical life 24/7. Because we were talking about earlier today about how when we cook is actually magic.
Right.
Because what we do, for the most part, we don't pretty much use recipes. We cooked enough.
We're not a recipe book cook.
We don't. We follow our ancestors. They tell us to sprinkle a little bit of salt. When they tell us to stop, we stop.
Right. They'll be like, that's enough, child.
Yeah.
And we listen.
Yeah. So look at it this way: when you're cooking for your family, you figure out the perfect time that you need to cook.
Right.
Because you're not going to cook dinner at say 4 o'clock in the morning. That's not dinner time, right? It's not in alignment with the dinner type food that you want to eat.
Right.
So just like you picked the right day for the new moon ritual, you picked the right day and time to cook dinner. In addition to that, you contemplate, like, okay, what do I want to prepare today? Okay, I'm going to make some vegetable lo mein, right? And so you get the vegetable lo mein, you get the veggies, you get the sauce, you get all of your seasoning, and then you're like, okay, I need some tools to cook this with.
Right.
And so you get your pot, your pan, and then you use your oven to go ahead and put everything together. And so while that time you're in there, you're putting your stuff together, you're in there mashing up the kitchen, right? And by the end of it, you got this beautiful dinner, delicious dinner for your family. You just practiced magic.
Right.
Okay? You took an idea that is in your head, that's somewhere out in the ether. It's like, okay, I know this lo mein looks like this. And you have a picture in your head of what it looks like. You even have the taste already in your mind of what it's going to taste like. So you are pulling that meal out of the ethers, and you're putting the tools together, and you're making the dinner, and you're making it delicious. And the reason why it's delicious is that because you're not allowing your thoughts to come in like, oh man, I'm messing up this dish. Like, I don't know if this is going to taste right. Like, you don't have those thoughts going on in your mind.
Exactly. So you have a physical result. And then, this came in today too. My baby and I, when we were talking, and I used cooking as an analogy as far as magic, right? So back in the day, our ancestors, they did magic just like how we would cook. Yep. It was just something that they did every day, just like we cook every day, right? So it wasn't anything woo-woo to them. It was life, right? But think about it this way, right? Now, let's say a group of people decided that they wanted to take control of what we eat, like total control, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they said, well, in order for us to take total control of what these people eat, we're going to have to get rid of the stoves. We're going to have to get rid of refrigerators. We're going to have to get rid of, like grocery stores and stuff like that. And the only places that people can get food from is if they order out.
Right.
Okay. Now, let's say they do this for all they need is what 2-3 generations.
Mm-hmm.
They just need to do this for about 2-3 generations before this becomes the norm.
Right.
So now the generation that they were implementing the change in, they were uncomfortable. They were complaining. Maybe they wrote a couple of recipes down just in case to give to their grandkids or the great grandkids to pass it down the line to try to preserve that thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when you think about the fourth generation, who has no idea what a stove probably might look like unless in pictures, they don't know what a refrigerator looks like. They don't even know what a pot looks like because now you're talking about the fourth generation, right?
Yeah.
So when you try to come to present cooking to that fourth and fifth generation, they're going to look at you like, wow, this is some magical shit. Like, is this what it looks like wow, what is that? Is that rosemary? What do you do with that? Oh, wow. Oh, wow, it tastes like this? Right? So it's the same today now when we talk about magic. Mm-hmm. It's the same scenario. Just switch the cooking with magic. So now the generation that are here today, when you tell them about magic, they're like the kids who never seen the stove and the refrigerator before and who's never tasted food that got cooked in the kitchen. So they're like blown away, like, ooh, this might be some witchcraft. Ooh, what? They don't know what it is because it's unfamiliar to them now because it was taken away from them at one point.
Right.
Because magic was taken away from our ancestors or hidden and kept only for a select few who wanted to have control. Right? So that now when you're practicing the things that came natural to your ancestors, now you look woo.
Yeah.
You look crazy because now what they did was to confuse people and to make them stay away from what comes natural to them. Mm-hmm. They replaced the magic with the K, with the magic with the C.
There you go.
Okay, the magic with the K is literal. It's spirituality and science.
Yes,
that's what it is. And you can find ways to explain most of spirituality and science anyhow, right? So when they come with the magic, with the taking the rabbit and pull it out, do all the tricks, cutting people in half, and you're like, wow, that doesn't even look real. So they took the illusionary magic and made you think that
it was just magic.
Right. It was magic is illusionary and it's not real and you cannot produce real results from it because, again, how the subconscious mind works. And they studied the subconscious mind for a very, very long time. And there's reason why they did that.
Yes. Yes. And you may be wondering, I know somebody may be watching this right now, you may be watching this on the replay, and you're thinking to yourself, why the hell are y'all talking about magic? Well, the reason why we're talking about magic is that because if you have been living under a rock and you're not connected spiritually and you don't like the experience that you're currently going through right now, with the evolution of the planet and the evolution of our solar system, our bodies, our consciousness, we are now open up to the possibilities of creating our own reality. Yep. But because, like my baby was talking about, where if there's somewhere in the possible future that we wouldn't know how to cook anymore because for a couple of generations they took away the stove and they took away the refrigerator, so now we're depending on somebody else to cook our food for us. But here's the thing, a little bit of history for you. The knowledge that we had before, as far as creating your own reality, which our ancestors had way back when, even before Kemet, that information was taken away from us. And so instead of us creating our own reality, we relied on other people other authorities to create our reality.
Exactly. Just like if they take away the stove and we couldn't cook anymore and you relied on someone to cook for you, same thing.
Right. And so that is what we're doing, and that is what we're seeing is the real work that is going on, because at this point in time, it is time to really connect with those who are giving you the resources back, that's giving you your oven back, that's giving you your refrigerator back,
stove,
so that you can create your own reality.
Right.
And one of the major keys to it is cleaning out all of this stuff in the subconscious. And I don't mean just by meditating. Because if you get into the meditation and you don't know what you're doing, you're still leaving stuff in there. You're just sitting there, you're just looking at it. Oh, this is a dirty room. Oh, look at that dirt over there. Wow, I've never noticed that dirt.
I gotta go wash some clothes and I'm done.
It's like, you know,
it's a little bit more to the recipe, you know, a little bit more to the recipe.
Yeah. And then the second thing also is that your imagination is one that is very key. And that's one we're going to be talking about this Wednesday, which is that the imagination has been really taken out of a lot of things. It started back in the public indoctrination system, where they took art and music out of the public indoctrination system.
Big mistake.
And you know, so that took away a lot of the imagination. And to be honest, you know, these cell phone, you know, you can bless them. They're good, but then they're also evil to a certain degree. Because you know, back in the day, for those who remember, we used to have typewriters.
Oh yeah, I did typing.
And so when you had the typewriters, you didn't have all of these things that were going on to prompt you to write what you need to write. You would sit down there and you would focus. You didn't have to worry about notifications going off or the TV in the background. You know, you were able to sit there and you were able to focus, and you were able to use your imagination to write what you needed to write.
It's true.
And so once again, we are getting back to using our imagination, clearing out our subconscious mind, and giving our conscious mind something to do. Because there was one other thing I just had an epiphany on yesterday when it comes to meditation, right? Which is that one of the things about meditation is that they want you to still your mind. Like get your mind to stop thinking. And people are like, how do I do that? Even when you sit there and you meditate and you think that you're not thinking, you're asking yourself, am I thinking right now? Like, you're still thinking. But when it comes to stealing your mind in meditation, when it says still your mind, think of it this way. You have to give your conscious mind, which is the frontal lobe of your brain, you have to give that conscious mind a task to do. Okay? And that task is just getting into it a little bit. When you go through and you do your meditation and you start to focus on scanning your body, like feeling every inch of your body from your head to your toes, really going through and relaxing all of those parts of your body. And then once you get that body relaxed, then you start visualizing with your third eye, the seat that you're sitting on, the bed that you're laying on, all to the point to where you can see the entire room that you're in with your eyes closed. That's giving the conscious mind something to do. And after a while, it fizzles out, and then boom, you're in the subconscious mind where you can start really going through and doing some work.
Right. It might take some practice for those who are doing it for the first time or who's not used to doing it. Don't give up. You know, you keep practicing. It looks like Blue Diamond does. She got a question. She also said that she said she's starting her own business. Wow. Wow. So you see, that card was just a confirmation for you, Blue Diamond does. That is beautiful.
Yes. All right. And so what was this question here?
Got a question. She said, is the Jizzy Jab going to be a problem for relationships, or if you want to be in one? Well, that's a very good question. I'm glad that you asked that. Thank you. Now with the jizzy jibble, we gotta say stuff because I'm telling you, they be on us hard. They don't even. It's like they really, Anyhow, I'm not gonna say it to give them power. So anyhow, let's go to the jizzy jizzle. So the jizzy jizzle, right? It. I'm gonna just be honest with you. So my son, he has a girlfriend. She's such a wonderful girl. Her middle name is Moon. Isn't that beautiful? And her, for the longest while, her mom was pressuring her to take the Jeezy Jibble, right? And she kept telling her mom, no, she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to. She's not ready. And her mom and her sister, they actually stopped talking to her. They were like, you know what, you need to go get this, and they kept pressuring her, and she kept, and so eventually she told them that she was gonna get it, right, just so they could leave her alone. She'll get it, and she just keeps saying, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it, but she never got it. Fast forward a couple months, because the mom got the J&J Jizzle Jibble, right? J&J, the one-shot deal, Holyfield. And so when she went to go get her checkup, her regular checkup, because I guess she had some problems with, I guess, breathing or whatnot. I don't know. But she went to the doctor. When she went to the doctor, he did the x-ray. She had clots in her lungs. And so the doctor was very forthcoming and honest with her. And he said, this is actually from the Jizzy Jibble. And she was like, she's like, are you sure? He was like, yeah, this is one of the side effects of the Jizzy Jibble. And she was like, oh. And so the doctor told the mom, don't let your daughter get it. And she was like, well, why? She just wanted to know the reason. And he said, if she's planning on having children, don't give her the Jeezy Jibble, because she won't be able to have children, or she'll have a very hard time having children. Okay? This is coming from her mom's doctor.
Yeah.
So now the mom is now a conspiracy theorist. Listen, this is coming from a lady who was with the go along, get along. She was for it. She was, complete, go along, get along drone.
Yeah.
Now she's sending her daughter, which is my son's girlfriend, videos. She's sending her links. Did you see this? Could you believe this? So now she is really beginning to see what's happening. And she's proud of her daughter for not going along with the get along and for really sticking it out.
Right.
Because if she had went along with the go along, get along crew, I would have been it for her. And she's what, 20? She's about to be 21.
Yeah.
And so that means that her whole being able to do what normal humans do would have been.
Yeah. Yeah, but
so I said all of that to say, if you are done with procreation, so to speak, if you don't care about procreating as far as being in a relationship, shoot for the skies. I guess it doesn't matter in that retrospect. That's one.
Okay.
The next one is, and I suggest you do your own research, okay? We always encourage people to do their own research when it comes to things like this. Don't just take our word for it. We never want you to take our word for it. However, in receiving that jizzle jibble, okay, you can really make the other person not so well, okay?